Well, good afternoon YouTube. You're joining me on a very sunny Tuesday afternoon. Welcome back to the first video in a while. So this is the start of that series. I'm not too sure what I'm going to name it. I think I've got the name Species Galore in my head, but whether that's going to stick, I don't know. Anyways, this is the first episode, as I said. We're at some random pool in the middle of Wales. And if you haven't seen behind me, it is a mess. So the people have been here. I'm just going to put my glasses on and have a walk round. I fished here before twice. But the first time I fished for half an hour because it was way too windy. I had to give up. And the second time was just float fishing for a couple of hours, and I didn't manage anything. But I know the fishing here. Come down October last year and there was loads of fry jumping around in these trees. And actually when I come down a couple of weeks ago to have a look at, there was loads of tadpoles. Spooked something big on the outskirts of that tree, so that could have been a carp, that could have been a tench, it could have been anything. All I know is that there's fishing here and I've got to try my hardest to catch them. Carp rods, I've not got a scoop where I'm going to cast them to, because normally I would fish over there, but it's a farmer's field and I don't want to get shot, that's all. Arrested. So yeah, I'm going to don't trip over my rod bag and crack on. Oh, that's what, someone's on fire. Crack on, try and get a couple of fish. Right, so just got one rod out and didn't realise that I've snapped one of my butt rests. So my second rod is going to be sitting really weirdly. I didn't mean to put it in 0.5, my bad. One of my rods are going to be sitting really weird. That one is literally just there, just in front of that tree. So need to hope that a carp doesn't take me into that. I've not seen anything show, but I'm going to get my float out in a sec once I've got the other carp out. I've got some Fajuka method pellets, which I might just wrap around the lead and chuck it, I don't know, over to that tree maybe. I don't know, we'll figure something out. Right, ignore all the rubbish in the background, but this is the rig that I'm casting out. A load of Fajuka red pellets wrapped around a 2.5 ounce, I think it's 2.5 ounce lead with a double CC more Pacific tuna boilie, if my camera would like to focus. I'm trying to put it on my arm, that ain't happening. It ain't working, but there's a size 6 hook on there, a bit of tubing. It's just getting whacked over there. Right, so after getting snagged in the tree above me, the tree over there countless times, it's finally over there. Yeah, in the end I decided that I've clipped up over there, and anytime I was casting it just wasn't going towards it, so I've just literally chucked a singlet because all the pellets fell off, and just over there. They're both on, they look alright, even though one ain't got a butt rest, but seem alright. I'm going to someone's floating that tree. You just see the orange and over there. So I'll get the float rod out. I've seen something there. Bubbles coming up. So I'm going to give it a go, see if I can get anything. The bubbles coming up there. I'll give it a smash. Right, so now I'm just doing a bit of float fishing with a worm. See if I can manage something. I've seen a few topping, only little ones, but as I said before, there's a float in the tree over there, there's a float in that tree there, I can see lying. When I got snagged in the tree over there, I managed to pull someone else's line in. So there's got to be fish in here. And I've seen small ones topping, so there's got to be big ones. So let's hope that either one of them's going to rip off or that's going to go under. Right, I'm well chuffed because it's my first fish out of a new venue. And it's a tiny little perch. And he's so cute. I've just rung the missus and I said to her that I really wish I could put him in my fish tank, but I'm too far from home. I've been having bites in this one spot for the past 2 hours, and this is the first one to take it that I managed to hook. There's a few of them shabbing, so I'll get that right back here. I'm really happy with that one. I'll just get him back. That's a lovely little fish. Good, that way. Where is it? Put the glasses on, you can see. Or maybe not. There he is. He's just sat there. I've only gone and caught another one. I think he's a bit bigger, this one. But at least I know what's in here. Perch. That seems to be mainly it. That's all that's taking me worm. I've had two. I think these might be the fish that I saw jumping around last year, but again, another gorgeous fish, and I'm really happy. So there's... I didn't even get a picture of him. Anyways, perch is definitely ticked off the list. I'm just going to pop you up against a bush because I've got nowhere else to put my phone. It's been a decent session somewhat. I mean, I've been here since, what, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've had, I think... As I was saying, I've been here since, what, I think, no, sorry, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's now 24, so I back. I didn't actually expect to be catching perch, because when I first come here, my missus brought me here. I said, "Are you ready to fish in here?" She said, "Yeah." So come have a look here. Keep doing that, I'm looking for fence over there. Come have a look here, and I thought this is one of the carpiest and tenchiest menus I've ever seen. Although, 2 carpers out all day, and they've not bleeped once, they've not knocked once, nothing's shown on them once. So, that's a bit disappointing. Right, so I'm just going to pop you up against a little bush because I've got nowhere else to put my phone. So I got here at what? About 1 o'clock. Started fishing properly about 10 past. And in those 4.5 hours, I've had 5 bites and landed 2 fish, which, you know, isn't too bad for a venue like this, but I would have expected more than just that. Obviously perch is now ticked off the species list, and that was actually going to be the hardest one for me because there's only a couple places I know where I can catch perch. There's literally 2. Obviously one's a canal, and the other one's a pond, but that was going to be the hardest one for me. But obviously I've come here expecting to catch a roach or a rudd or a bream or a tench, mostly tench, and I've caught 2. And they were actually my first perch of the year. They were the first perch of the year. I've not had any yet before then. Obviously the carp rods haven't done anything. There's just some lads walked past. Some lads just walked past and they were talking, "Oh, there's a pond here with carp in it," and listening to it, and I thought, I'm hoping there is, because this will be one of the locals when I come up and visit the missus. There's a little pond near, actually. It's like a village pond, and when I looked today, right, and I'll show the video in a minute, I saw a terrapin. I just saw a turtle. A terrapin is a terrapin a turtle? I don't know, but I saw a turtle, and that was the first one I've ever seen. I was just looking, and I thought it was a little coot just swimming under the surface. No, it was a turtle about probably that big, and I was just so gobsmacked. Never seen one before. I saw one fish, which spooked as soon as it saw me. It was only probably a little goldfish like that. I know there's fish in there as well, but that's what I'm going to try eventually. I might try that one day this week, because I don't know if I'm going to come back here. Obviously it's a lovely place to come and fish, but oh, my float, I wasn't even watching them. My float just gone straight under. Yeah, got him. as I was saying, it's a lovely place to come and fish, but that's 6 bites now within 4.5 hours. That's not the best, but not the worst. I said it is a lovely place to come, but anyways, this might be a short video because my phone is really low on storage, and when I say low, I mean low. Because I think I've got something like 20,000 photos on my phone. I need to go through it in a bit so I can start recording again. Main part is that I've actually took the time to film it and post it. And I've caught fish because my hopes were really low. I was going to go home before that first perch. I was going to go back. There's loads of them jumping in that tree. And obviously I caught that one. And now I can actually post it because I thought, what's the point in posting the first episode of that multi-species challenge if I've not actually caught anything? You know, I thought there'd just be no point in it, would there? But obviously now I have. So I'm not going to worry about perch anymore. I think it's going to get hard when it comes to fishing on brooks and that pond that I was on about where I was going to go for perch, because certain places I'm going to catch the same species over and over. I think I should go over the rules as well that I've set myself. The main one is I can only go to day tickets if I absolutely need to. I can only fish a day ticket, or, you know, a commercial fishery, if I absolutely have to for a certain species. If I need barbel, for example, there's a fishery near me. That's the only place I can get them around here because I'm not going down to the River Severn. Chub, I can tick that off on the brook, but if I want a big one, I'll have to go to that fishery, the same fishery. There's quite a few species that I will need to go to. When I say quite a few, probably not many, but that's the main one. Only get day tickets if I need to. Anyways, enough yapping and enough yap, more fish.